mamas, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today we are going to be doing a highly requested tutorial. We're going to be doing the winged liner. Everybody's been kind of asking me to do it, so here we go. So there's a few different ways you can achieve the winged liner look. There is with a liquid liner or the pen or felt tip marker type eyeliner you can use. There is the gel liner and angle brush, which is my personal favorite. And then there is, you could use a pencil and an angle brush. So today I'm gonna show you how to do the gel liner with the angle brush and how you can use a softer liner pencil with an angle brush. Now, if you don't have an angle brush, I would highly, highly suggest that you get one. I have one from MAC. It's number 263. Looks like that. It's pretty thin. And the gel liner that I use is Black Track, also from MAC. It's a pro longwear fluid line, meaning once it sets and it dries, that it's gonna stay for the day till you wash it off with makeup remover. So that's what it looks like. I'm sure you've seen it in some of my other tutorial videos because it's my favorite. And the reason I love it so much is because there's a lot of room to fix mistakes. Like when you're using a liquid liner, which is not my favorite, you kind of have to get that perfect line, and the second you kind of put it down, it's there. When you're using a gel liner, however, once you put it down, it's not going to set for a few seconds. So you can kind of work it to where you need to be. You can kind of use brush strokes kind of to make your line real smooth and fluid. Hence fluid line. So I'm going to start with some of the product. This is what it looks like when you open it. I'm going to start with a fairly generous amount on my brush. And then I just start by kind of doing that top line. If I mess this up horribly, it's because there's no mirror. I'm just looking in the camera. So here we go. So I always start on the outer corner and I point the angle towards the outside of my eye, and I get it as close to the lash line as possible. And then once I get towards the inner corner, I switch it so that the angle is always going towards the outside of my eye, whatever part I'm doing. So if it's closer to this side, the angle's going that way. If it's closer to this side, the angle's that way. And I kind of open my eye to get that inner corner. Otherwise, you kind of get a white line almost. So I open. Okay, so now for the winged part, I'm gonna get a little bit more product on my brush. And I'm gonna, again, turn that angle towards the outside. And I'm going to follow this kind of angle, not so much up towards my eyebrow, but maybe a little bit more of a softer angle, kind of along the cheekbone, I guess. So I'm gonna start the line about here, and then I'm just gonna pull it down to the line that I created on my top lid. Look at these. They really got out of control today. What? What is that? Okay. Okay. And like I said, it's not gonna dry immediately, so you can kind of use small brush strokes to kind of smooth that out. All right, now I'm going to switch my angle towards this way so I can get right in that corner of my outer eye and just fill in that bottom half there. Okay. So obviously that is not perfect. You can fix that. I usually grab a makeup wipe and then just put it on my finger and then just clean up that line. Like that. And then you could take it a step further and you can grab your concealer, get a little bit, put it on your hand. And you could take your flat concealer brush or just your angle brush that you used and just clean up that line a little extra. And blend it downwards. So, there you go. Now on the other side, I'm going to show you how to do it with a regular pencil liner. Just because most people prefer pencils, I have a kohl liner, again, also from MAC. It's called Prunella. It's kind of a purpley color. Anything that has the word kohl in it is going to be softer. So it's going to be easier to smudge or manipulate with a brush. If you're doing a smoky look, it's really good to use like a fluffier brush and just really blend it into your smoky colors. But like I said, we are going to line the eye and then we're going to use the angle brush to kind of pull it out and create that wing. So same kind of deal that I did on this side. We're just going to start with the top line here on your top lid. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to kind of work it with a brush. You're going to get more of a natural look with a pencil than you are. This is kind of more refined and defined. So go back to your angle brush here. We're gonna just take some of that color and pull it again, kind of following that line of the cheekbone from your nose back. Okay, so you see that side's a little bit more of a natural look than that side. You can do the same thing with your concealer. You can go in and clean up the line. I don't feel like I really need it on this side. I think with the pencil, it might be a little bit easier. So if you're a beginner, maybe start with your softer eye pencils. If you have a hard pencil, like a real long wearing eyeliner, it might not work so well because those eyeliners are meant to stay as soon as you put them on. So you're gonna wanna get something that's softer that you can really brush out or move around a little bit. But once it does dry, they usually stay pretty good. This is gonna be your all day, all night wear. So it just depends on, this would be like my daytime wing look. This would be my more like going out, like if I had a bold lip on, if I had all my foundation and concealer on, I would definitely do this one. But if I was just like running out to pick up the kids from preschool or whatever, like that side. So I'm going to finish this off with some mascara and I will be right back. All right, mama, so there you have it. 2 different ways to do winged liner, both of which are not liquid liner, so don't be afraid. Please give it a try. Let me know how it goes. Give me a like if you thought this was helpful. Let me know what else you want to see. I'm always open to new ideas as usual. Please give me a comment and subscribe. I would be forever grateful and love you forever. Until next time, mamas.